We shop every day, whether it's online or at a store. But have you ever stopped and thought, why were you buying a certain item in the first place? What made you want to spend money on it? And did you make that decision, or were you psychologically swayed towards it? These are 5 ways companies are secretly tricking you so that you spend more of your hard-earned money and you might not even know it. The first trick companies use is saying that there's less stock, because it's a psychological fact that people feel something's more valuable if they're told that there are less resources. An example of this is a study in 1975 was conducted in which people were shown 2 jars of cookies. They were the exact same jar and the exact same cookies, but one jar contained 10 and the second jar only had 2. People who were involved in the study said that the jar with the 2 cookies was more valuable than the one with the 10 because there were less. A lot of companies use the illusion of scarcity to sell their goods. They may use this method in order to increase the want and urgency from their customers. An example of this is companies such as airlines, who might say that there are only a certain amount of tickets left at this price and you need to buy now or else they're going to be sold out. This makes people wanting to fly to that destination wanting more because they don't want to miss out on that offer. Removing the dollar sign on the menus has become a common practice at restaurants, and you might have been noticing it happening more and more. Usually they just put, for example, either the 10 like this or the 10 like this. But have you thought, why do they do that? What's the point? Well, according to a marketing expert and writer, Martin Lindstrom, the dollar sign is a symbol of cost, not gain. When we see that dollar sign on the menu, we immediately think of the money it's going to cost us. But when there's just a number, we may not associate that with money right away. So if a restaurant removes the dollar sign, we're not going to be thinking about the money we're spending, but rather the delicious food we're about to have, and potentially end up spending more money. The decoy effect is when you have 3 options and choose the third most expensive one because it offers the most bang for your buck. Let's look at an example. What if you were offered a 3 magazine subscription? The first one was an online subscription for $59, the second one is a print subscription for $129, and the third option is both the print and online subscription for $129. Which one would you choose? I bet most of you picked the third option because it seems the best for the money you're spending and what you're getting. Now, let's take away the last option. Now tell me, which one would you pick? The first one, right? Because it's much cheaper. This is exactly what happened when the Duke Professor of Psychology and Behavioral Economics, Dan A. Riley, offered 100 students the 3 options. Basically, every student picked the third option because they felt it was the best, but when the third option was taken away, all the students picked the first one to save money. The next time you're buying something and there's 3 options for similar products, try taking away the third option before you buy it. It might potentially change your decision. Marking down the price is one of the simplest and most effective tactics that stores use, and I can guarantee that a lot of you have encountered this whenever you shop. For example, let's take a look at this t-shirt. It could have the original price of $50 and it wouldn't really catch your eye and make you want to buy it. But if the same t-shirt was marked down from $100, it would make it much more appealing and therefore would potentially make you want to purchase it. This is a prime example of marking down the price in effect. And we can look at any store and see examples of this. These products look more appealing from a customer's perspective because the price has been dropped and therefore you feel like you're saving money. Don't always fall for this though, because as I stated before, the product may have never actually been cut down, but rather just given the illusion that it has. Making you lost is a very sneaky method, and this is last because all of us grocery shop on average twice a month, and sometimes we don't notice how much money we're actually spending because we buy extra things such as this that we don't need. And a tactic that grocery shops use to get you to spend more money is by making the store confusing on purpose. The reason that they do this is that it makes you lose focus on what you're actually there to buy and pick up items that you don't need. For example, why do most grocery shops choose to put the dairy section at the back? That's because everyone needs to usually pick something up from that section while they're there, and therefore if you have to walk through 5 to 6 aisles to reach it, they'll potentially pick up more items that they don't need. According to marketing professor Wendy Liu, getting interrupted during shopping also makes you less price sensitive. A way to avoid this is to make a list and stick to it. It'll most likely save you a lot of money. Thanks for watching, and share this video with your friends and family so they don't fall for these tricks that companies use in order to make you spend more. Also, it would help me out if you like this top 5 and subscribe. If you want to stay up to date with my videos, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links are in the description below, where I update daily. And as always, I'll catch you in the next top 5.